Once upon a time, there lived 3 bears in a little house in the woods. There was a papa bear, a mama bear, and a baby bear. One sunny morning, the bears decided to go for a walk in the woods while their porridge was cooling down. That same morning, there was a little girl with blonde curly hair wandering in the woods. She was known as Goldilocks. Goldilocks saw the bear's house and knocked on the door. But there was no answer. She could smell something really yummy inside and decided to go in. Goldilocks followed the delicious smell into the kitchen and saw 3 big bowls of porridge on the table. A big bowl, a medium bowl, and a small bowl. Goldilocks was very hungry and thought, "No one will notice if I had a little bit of porridge." She first tried the big bowl and said, "Oh, this porridge is too hot." Next, she tried the medium bowl and said, "Ew, this porridge is too cold." And then she tried the porridge in the small bowl and said, This porridge is just right." It was so good that she ate it all up. Goldilocks then went to the living room and saw 3 chairs, a big wooden chair, a medium purple chair, and a small yellow chair. Goldilocks thought, "No one will notice if I sit down and rest for a little bit." She first tried the big wooden chair. "Oh no, this chair isn't comfortable at all." Next, she tried to sit in the medium purple chair, but she sank right in. "Oh no, this is too squishy." And then she sat in the small yellow chair and said, "Oh, this chair is just right." But as she got comfortable, the chair broke and Goldilocks fell on the ground. Now Goldilocks was feeling really tired, so she went upstairs to the bedroom. She saw 3 beds, a great big bed, a medium bed, and a small bed. She first jumped on the great big bed and said, "This bed is too hard." Next, she tried the medium bed and said, "This bed is too soft." And then she snuggled into the small bed and said, "This bed is just right." She fell fast asleep. While Goldilocks was sleeping, the 3 bears came back home. They went into the kitchen to eat their porridge, but noticed something was off. Papa Bear looked at his bowl and growled, "Someone's been eating my porridge." Mama Bear looked at her bowl and said, "Someone's been eating my porridge too." Baby Bear looked at his bowl and said, "Someone's been eating my porridge and it's all gone." The 3 bears went into the living room. Papa Bear saw his chair and said, "Someone's been sitting in my chair." Mama Bear saw her chair and said, "Someone's been sitting in my chair too." Baby Bear saw his chair and said, "Someone's been sitting in my chair and now it's broken." The 3 bears decided to go check their bedroom upstairs. Papa Bear looked at his bed and growled, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed." Mama Bear saw her bed and said, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed too." Baby Bear saw his bed and said, "Someone's been sleeping in my bed and she's still there." All 3 bears gathered around the small bed and growled, "Grrrr!" Goldilocks woke up. She saw the 3 bears and she was so scared that she jumped out of bed and ran down the stairs, past the chairs in the living room, past the bowls of porridge in the kitchen, and ran out of the house. The 3 bears never saw Goldilocks again, and they all had a good laugh thinking about what had happened. And from that day on, they made sure to lock their door when they went out for a walk, just in case another curious girl named Goldilocks came by. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and bell notification icon so you know exactly when we post a new story. And if you like the story about Goldilocks, make sure you hit that like button too. Bye for now. See you soon.